Hi everybody, Nick Wagner, Stewart and Stewart Attorneys. With me as always is, I wouldn't say my better half at work, but one of my halves, Darren Stewart. How are you, sir?
Hey folks, good.
Good.
I'm better than I deserve.
Yeah, not sure what that means, but I trust it, it's good. We get a lot of calls, and I know you were telling me about one in particular you got just this morning from somebody and they had a question. Tell me about that.
Well, they were asking what type of car wrecks do we handle? Their concern was that because of the abnormal wreck that they were involved in, that they weren't going to be able to find an attorney, or we wouldn't be handling the case.
I see.
So, and what made it, from their perspective, what made it abnormal was that it happened in a parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And as you know, in a parking lot, that's semi-private property. It's not a public roadway. The rules of the road don't necessarily or technically apply.
Yeah.
You have lines painted for parking spaces, but this other person that hit my client was, zooming across the parking spots, not going in and out the lanes, but coming straight across where all the cars would park. There's just no one parked there.
Right.
So driving across all those yellow lines.
Taking a shortcut or whatever. Yeah.
And my client was driving down if there were cars parked everywhere, right between the cars, in the proper lane.
Right.
And I said, no, this is a case we handle.
Yeah.
In fact, what we would do is, what does a reasonable person think who is at fault?
Yeah.
And I think most reasonable people are going to say the yahoo is racing across the parking lot, not following the lines, took that risk. And so I think a jury would do that too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's all about, people ask about negligence. What's that mean? Is there a rule, and was it broken, and who broke it?
Right.
Right. So in that scenario, it boils down to who was trying to take a shortcut when they shouldn't have been, right? So, but it's a fact-sensitive thing, right? I mean, every case is different, and yeah.
Well, talking to him, it also made me think about other types of abnormal accidents.
Right.
And Uber, Lyft, those kind of rideshare services came to mind.
Oh, yeah.
That's very abnormal. And it's really, we handle those, we aggressively go after those, and we've found that they really play hide the ball on those.
They're good at it.
It's a battle, but we're getting very good at it. But yeah, if your Uber driver, whether the Uber driver's at fault or not, our client, who's a passenger in the Uber car, has no liability.
Right.
They did nothing wrong.
Right. They were just there for a ride.
So they should be compensated fully for their injuries and damages, whether it comes from the Uber driver or the driver of the other car.
Yeah, and that can get complicated. But at the end of the day, any case can be complicated, some not so much, but it's best to, if nothing else, just to get an attorney's opinion on the case. Call somebody, call us, Stewart and Stewart Attorneys. Got the website right down here, getstewart.com. You can also call us toll free at 800-3333-LAW.